There's tons of people that will be tuning in now that are going to be super excited to know that an American is playing in La Liga and at Barcelona. Just tell us pretty much how you came to play for the US, because you've got such an interesting story.
Yeah, I made my debut at Ajax last or 2 years ago, and I did pretty well. So after a while, like after 1 or 2 months, the US wanted me to play for the first team, and the Dutch, the Holland team also wanted me. So for me, it was not an easy decision, but I played in the youth with the US, so I was like, yeah, I have to give some loyalty too, but I was also like, the US is also coming up, so they're also good, with the first team. And I was like, yeah, I fit in pretty well in that team, and I think we have a lot of young talents, and we can do something in the future if we all keep improving ourselves.
I was going to say, I mean, now seems like probably the most exciting time for U.S. soccer. I mean, they have you. The other day we got to speak to Nunes. You've got the likes of Christian Pulisic, Gio Reyna, etc. We just saw the U.S. get back-to-back wins over Mexico and win the Gold Cup. Do you think this is the best time or the strongest time that we've seen a U.S. team?
To be honest, I think yes. If we are all really young, so we're all talented, and I think we still have a bright future, for us ahead. So I feel like this can be the strongest we have ever had, yeah.
And I mean, looking at so many of you guys playing across Europe, we've heard Christian Pulisic talk about how important it was for him to get European experience, instead of, say, just staying in the US. We spoke to Yunus Musa the other day too, and he said the same exact thing. He said he can't wait for Valencia to play against you guys, because he said to look out for him, he's going to come for you a little harder. Do you feel like there's a nice little brotherhood with all the Americans around Europe?
Yeah. Everybody is, our chemistry in the team is really good, and we all love each other, we try to help each other, so that's also really important for us, because we're all young, and some players make big steps, the other ones also, so we look up to each other, and it's really nice to play against each other as well. So, Yunus, watch out.
I bet we can't wait to come back for that match. So, in terms of some of the other players too, who'd you get on with? Just so we get an idea of what it's like. This unit of the U.S. team now.
Yeah, as I said, right now we're just a brotherhood. Everybody is improving at the club, making big steps. And yeah, for us, our development is also really, really important, that we keep, improving. And I think those big clubs in the Europe help us a lot to improve. And I think that helps us with a bright future. So we're gonna be united, really good.
People will be very excited to hear that. And now, in terms of you, second season now in La Liga. Obviously, last season it was a bit crazy because of the pandemic going on. Now we're hopefully getting closer to normalcy. How are you feeling ahead of this new season?
I'm really excited for this new season. Last year, we started that good, but we came all the way back to the top. Unfortunately, we didn't get the win for the title, but we did great at the end. And I think everybody wants to win, wants to win the La Liga this year and other prizes. So everybody is really excited for the season, and me as well. So we're just going. We can't wait for the first match on Sunday.
And what was the transition like for you? Because, of course, going from, living back home in the Netherlands for you and then coming here to Spain and playing for Barcelona, with that comes a lot of pressure. How did you find that transition?
Yeah, it was a pretty big transfer at my age. I was 19, went from Ajax to Barca. But I feel like as long as I keep focusing, I'm being concentrated, it's not really a problem for me. But yeah, at the beginning it was first okay, everything is going faster, you have to be concentrated every match, because the level is just higher right here. And I feel like it was my first season last year, and I did pretty well, but there's only more to come.
And the first match now coming up against Real Sociedad, that's a pretty big match to start with, isn't it?
It is, and the one after, so we have a lot of big games. So we have to be focused and get out of those points.
And tell me about this fixture against Real Sociedad, because it should be a little special for you, considering you scored a brace against them, and as a defender, becoming the first American to score a brace for Barcelona. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, that was amazing. We won. I think we played really well that game. As a team as well, and yeah, I was lucky to score a brace, and I was really happy with that. And right after, the match after with the U.S. men's national team, I also scored my first goal against Jamaica. So it was a pretty good week. 3 goals in 1 week. So as a defender, that's not bad.
That's not bad, but that breaks my heart because I'm Jamaican. So it hurts my heart when you say you scored against us.
Jamaican. I'm sorry.
It's okay, I forgive you, no problem. I mean, that's pretty good too. So in terms of you now and going forward, because like you said, you're a defender, but you obviously show that you can score goals on your day. Is going forward something that you maybe want to do a bit more this season, or what's your role like now?
Yeah. Last year I also went forward a lot. Depends on which system we're playing in. But I feel like, sometimes I can also help the team, attacking wise. So for me, it's also important to go forward a lot, but up and down.
And I mean, now just looking at La Liga, it would be hard to not talk about the crazy week that we've just seen with Messi leaving, someone that you got to play with. And, I think everyone's still surprised about it. What was your reaction when you found out that news?
Yeah, I was like, you heard some things like maybe it's not gonna, because it was taking a while, but when I finally heard it, I was like, wow, it's real life, and I was shocked a little bit, because everybody wanted him to stay at the club, and he is just the best player in the world, of all time. So it was a shock for everyone, and we wish that he could stay, but unfortunately he couldn't.
And tell us your favorite thing or your favorite memory about playing with him, because people will be tuning in, and I think it's so amazing to have an American that got to play with basically the GOAT, that so many people think he's the GOAT.
Yeah, he is. He definitely is. No, at the training ground, on the pitch, you see like unbelievable things. His touches, the way how he scores the goals, and it's just like what you see on the field, it's the same. And even like if you're that close, it's unbelievable to see it like that. But my favorite moment was, of course, the assist for my brace against Real Sociedad. So thank you, Messi.
Pretty surreal to have Messi assist you, right? So, of course, with him moving on, have you guys just started thinking of what life is like or what approach you guys take going on? Have you just kind of put that in the back of your head and it's business now? Or, do you still kind of have him, I guess, in your hearts there, because we know how much he loved the club?
Yeah, we all have him in our hearts, because it's Messi, it's I don't know, it just feels weird, because he played so long for this club, almost his whole life, and then after, suddenly he just has to leave. And I think everybody, we have to focus on the new season because he's not here anymore, but he is still in our hearts, for sure.
And then with him leaving and the formations and stuff like that, does that change your role at all? Like we said, we talked about you probably going forward and whatnot. Do you feel like it will change?
I don't know. I don't think it will change for me, to be honest. I think I will still play the same role. Depends on which system we're playing in. But I think it's more for like the other attackers, because I'm actually a defender. I go forward a lot, but I'm not playing on his position. So for me, I don't think it will be really different, much different.
And then now, of course, without Messi, a lot of others probably feel like now Barcelona could be there for the taking, like it sort of levels the playing field a bit. How do you guys deal with that pressure? Are you just kind of ready for all the other clubs that will be coming for you?
Yeah, for me personally, I don't really feel that pressure, because I never really feel pressure, to be honest. But we got some work to do, because with Messi, of course, it's easier, because he's the best player in the world. But I think if we play collectively, we play really good, and if the chemistry stays high in this team, you know, we can still achieve a lot.
And talk to me about the fans, because now we'll finally have at least 30,000 at the Camp Nou when we're there on Sunday against Real Sociedad, which is something that, you know, we know that the fans have been wanting to come back. Unfortunately, they are hurting about, you know, the Messi departure, but still, I know you guys will be wanting to put on a good show. What's so special about the Barcelona fans for you, and you know, what would you like them to know about the club this season?
Yeah, I've seen them in the Johan Cruyff Stadium, you know. Like it was just 3,000 people or something, but I've never played in a Camp Nou with supporters, with fans. So for me, it will be the first time, and I think it will be a really special moment. And I can't wait. I can't wait to play with the fans again. It's been a long time.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.